are talking about food poisoning. According to you, what is food poisoning?
Food poisoning here in Uganda, I can describe it as the killing of politicians.
Yes, sir. How are you, sir?
I'm okay, sir. How are you?
What is food poisoning?
Food poisoning is something when an enemy gives you food which is they put something which is not good for human health or animals. So you get sick of it or you die out of it.
Food poisoning is the reason, sir, that some other things will put in some other kind of a category. As in when it comes to being recurring, that's the very food that you're supposed to eat. As in when it comes like kind of an example, some other kinds of intrinsic value, which is the monetary value of a commodity. These others may take it for granted, but however much is poisoned, it may be like the other poison is already there, which is food poisoning. And that's
Okay. What is food poisoning?
food poisoning. Food poisoning.
What is food poisoning?
Well, seed proper seed.
Yes, what is food poisoning?
Food poisoning. Food poisoning. Snakes. So let's see. Snakes. Let's see. Dogs. Lizards. And others.
What is the opposite of food poisoning?
It is hunger poisoning.
Why?
Because when you don't have food, you face hunger.
Yes, so you get hunger poisoning. You're very bright, eh? What causes food poisoning?
The cause of food poisoning is different ideas in politics, especially those who are opposing, or those who are on opposite side of the government. Yes.
They experience food poisoning.
So because of different ideas, they try to poison them. Yes.
So you mean we have food poisoning in Uganda?
Exactly, we have it. And here, it always concerning to politicians.
Yes, how are you, sir?
I'm fine, sir.
What is food poisoning?
Food poisoning is the poisoning of food which kills rats, animals, and many things which we don't want.
Yes. What causes food poisoning?
What causes food poisoning? Is the unwanted things which you don't want. Like rats and many others. Yes. Even dogs. Wild dogs.
Wild dogs.
Yes.
Yeah. So is food poisoning good?
Somehow it's good.
How is it good?
Because it helps me to eradicate things which I don't want in my house or around my environment where I'm living. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. What are the 3 types of food poisoning that you know?
You can use rat poison which kills rats. That's lady. Lady. That element. It is a chemical. Now, if it finds its way into the food, that one can cause food poisoning. That's lady. We normally use it for killing rats. For killing rats? Yes.
We shall surely see the sun shine soon.
You want to this?
We surely shall see the sunshine soon. We surely shall see the sunshine soon.
Surely shall see the sunshine so soon.
We surely shall see the sun coming soon. We surely
see the What is food poisoning?
Yeah, food poisoning. This is the way by which a person can put something, add something which is not usual in your food to make you weak or to kill you.
Oh, yeah. That's what we call food poisoning.
Yeah, this is whereby a person is jealous, so that he is having so much hunger that is even a killer now in the way that you cannot be a person. Yeah.
So do you think food poisoning is good?
It's not good.
Why?
Because if we have different ideas, why do you poison me because of my views? So food poisoning is not good. Yes.
What happens when you have food poisoning?
When you have food poisoning, you can rule this country. If you have it, you can rule this country. As Uganda today, it is ruled by those people who can poison, who can do something like that.
What is the opposite of food poisoning?
The opposite of food poisoning is liquid poisoning.
Food liquid
Yes,
poisoning.
liquid poisoning. Like this juice, like water, and many others.
And many others.
Yes.
Have you ever carried out food poisoning?
I myself, many times.
How did you do it? Share with us as we finalize.
I've ever got some poison, then I mix it with food. Yes.
So after?
After I put it somewhere, then when these rats come, they eat, they die. Yes.
Very bright.
Yes.
What are the 3 types of food poisoning?
I understand the gadget, which could be recurrent, which could be recursive. The types of food poisoning may be like just taken for granted. Some others may be like, I don't want to even talk there. Ask me another question.
Okay. How can we avoid food poisoning?
Women should stop calling men is wife, isn't it? And others, politicians, some of them should leave others. Because if you go on that one who is big, who has the poison, who has the money, he will give you poison direct unless you leave him.
Yes, how do they carry out food poisoning?
Food poisoning. Through paying somebody and carry it, he brings it to you, he gives it to you in food, after that you eat. After eating you get it, isn't it?
Do you know any person who has ever had food poisoning?
Any person who has done what?
Ever had food poisoning?
Ever had? Me. I'm an example who have ever had food poisoning. Had hearing or what? Can you help me?
You said you have ever tested food poisoning.
Oh, that you were telling me to test. I have never tested on it.
What should we do to avoid the food poisoning in Uganda?
Food poisoning, the way to control food poisoning is to make sure that people have good hearts. Yeah, because Ugandan people, they are so jealous. When you try to do something greater, they will always come out to kill you. Yeah.
According to you, what is food poisoning?
That's addition of poison to the food, which may be done intentionally, mainly intentionally, because people are after money. They don't care about people's lives. They're just after, as long as they get the money.
Yes. Who started the food poisoning?
Started the food poisoning. Who started the food poisoning? Nalibadde nkubulya naye because iyo sanze am drunk tea nywedemu kugamba sanze siri clear
Give me at least 4 types of food poisoning that you know.
There is restaurant food poisoning.
That one is what?
That one is where you can go in a restaurant and they poison you from the restaurant where you have bought food. Then there is church poison, churchy food poisoning.
That one?
Those churches, those people you know who go to the churches or that kagati. The Eucharist, over the Eucharist, something like that. Then there is there are many.
How should we end food poisoning?
The only way how we can overcome this is only to be like to love one another and to respect others' ideas. If you don't agree, agree with me on one thing, instead of poisoning someone, you better talk to him.
Yes, that's very, very right. Give me 3 types of food poisoning that you know.
Yeah, they can food poisoning. There are many types of food poisoning. Like there's a way use Chinese had a way that when they wanted to kill you, they can put some drop of COVID. That's where people started coughing and sneezing, dying on the street.
So COVID-19 was food poisoning.
Was some kind of poison which was made by people. It was manufactured by people. And they were so jealous because they saw the country was growing faster. But then they wanted to go slow.
Sorry.
We surely shall see the sun shine so soon.
Very bright. We surely shall see the sun shine soon.
We sure the sun shine soon. We sure the sun shine soon.
We surely shall see the sun shine soon.
We surely see the sun soon.
Okay.
We should surely see shine soon.
Why?
Because it is day shift. Hey.
So
the sunshine should shine. Isn't it?
We surely see sunshine shine slowly. Soon.
we surely shall. We surely shall see the sun shine soon.
We sure the sun soon.
Namibia.
We sure the sun soon.
Tanzania.
We sure the sun soon.
Malawi.
We sure the sun soon.
Somalia.
We sure the sun soon.
Uganda.
We sure the sun soon.
Botswana.
We sure the sun soon.
US.
We sure the sun soon.
UK.
We sure the sun soon.
Nalo.
We sure the sun soon. You.